Just some mixed messages on Etsy. As I've said over the past weeks, I'm feeling more positive about some of the messages that are coming out of Etsy, that they understand there are problems and working to improve them, and I applaud that. But while digging into the two latest webinars, I've seen some mixed messages that I think it's also important to draw attention to. A big thing I saw was talking about shipping. In the JP Morgan webinar, I really enjoyed Josh telling us how Etsy was going to stand out and differentiate itself from some of the mass market retailers. How he loves that Etsy can offer a different buying experience, real different things. Not that the point of difference for Etsy is the exact same thing, slightly cheaper or shipped slightly faster, but a real different item. Something that could be from anywhere in the world that comes with an amazing story. And I've seen that myself. I remember buying a necklace for a friend, and along with it came the whole story from the artist of how he thought up the item and a description of the process and actual photos of him creating that very item. It really did make it feel extra special. And Josh talks about how he's now friends with a creator in Turkey who he purchased from and then learnt all about her story. That is something lovely that I feel really is what Etsy should be about. If you buy someone a gift and they love it, you should be able to proudly say you got it on Etsy. But then in the Burniston webinar, he said this.
We said we're going to shorten the time it takes packages to arrive on Etsy by at least 2 days this year.
They want to shorten the time to arrive by 2 days this year. This is a metric they're measuring to be able to say they've made positive steps. No doubt this will be shouted about proudly in an investor presentation. And as sellers have already seen this, the estimated times to arrive for buyers is often way too tight. And Etsy is even, for US sellers at the moment, ignoring our processing times if we tend to ship faster and estimating even faster times, even faster than is humanly possible in some cases. This is literally contradicting the idea that Etsy doesn't want to be a race to the bottom for faster shipping. And add to that, actual Etsy buyers have said they're happy to wait. eRank has conducted surveys on actual Etsy buyers for 3 years in a row now, and the buyers have always said they're happy to wait a bit longer for something from Etsy, so we don't have to knock 2 days off shipping time. And to crush on the heartwarming story about the Turkish seller, Josh, you may be making it impossible to find those wonderful international sellers when you said this.
Prioritizing in search things that are located closer to you, that are going to arrive faster and be cheaper to ship.
Yes, localization, where Etsy does prioritize items closer to you. This has been a thing Etsy's dabbled with for a while in Australia, in the UK, and some US states, but now he's mentioning it again and saying search will prioritize items not only closer to you, but also items that ship faster. True handcrafters often need time to create their items, the personalized things that Etsy says they love, the unique one-of-a-kind items can't always ship the next day. This just seems like such a contradiction. Etsy doesn't want to be in a race to the bottom. They want to show the best, the real handmade items, and customers are happy to wait, and they love international items with a story. But the Etsy search will show the closest items that ship the fastest. Make up your mind, Josh, you can't do both. This is the third video in the series on these webinars. You might also be interested to hear what Josh had to say about changing the Etsy search for customers, or how the Etsy algorithm is just about to change. And you want to subscribe to hear if Josh is telling us that keywords will become irrelevant in the future.